began.
In the last few weeks, we have been working on fractions. This last week, we worked on adding and subtracting mixed numbers. This is a word problem example of our strategies for adding and subtracting mixed numbers. Afterwards, you will have a chance to create problems of your own. When we do word problems, we always use our Rucko's strategy. The first thing we do is read the problem. Jaden bought 4 2/4 pounds of holiday candy. His sister bought 2 3/4 pounds of candy. How much more candy did Jaden buy than his sister? Remember, do not leave your answer as an improper fraction. After we've read the problem, we underline the question. How much more candy did Jaden buy than his sister? And we circle our important information. Jaden bought 4 2/4 pounds. And candy isn't important. And his sister bought 2 3/4 pounds. We then pull that information out. I'm just going to put a J for Jaden, 4 2/4 pounds, and I'm putting LBS for pounds, and an S for his sister for 2 3/4 pounds. And over again, we've talked about the words how much more and how many more, and how those words usually indicate to subtract. We are going to do 2 strategies to solve this problem. Our first strategy is going to be a fraction model. When we draw subtraction problems, we always draw only the bigger number. In our problem, the two numbers were 4 2/4, subtract 2 3/4. Our bigger number is 4 2/4, so we are going to draw 4 holes and another hole so we can represent our 2/4. When we're subtracting, we realize that you can do 4 minus 2, but you cannot subtract 2/4 minus 3/4. So I'm going to divide all of my pieces into 4s. We realize that each time you have 4 fourths, it equals 1 whole. So here we have 1 whole, 2 holes, 3 holes, 4 holes, and we're going to shade to show 4 2/4. 1 hole, 2 holes, 3 holes, 4 holes, and 2/4. We're now going to cross out 2 3/4 to get rid of it. I'm crossing out my whole number 2, 1 hole, 2 holes, and then I'm going to get rid of 3/4. These boxes were never there. They do not count. But I'm going to get rid of 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. That leaves me with 1 whole and 3/4. That means that 4 2/4 is 1 3/4 larger than 2 3/4. Our second strategy was to turn these numbers first into improper fractions and then subtract. To turn them into improper fractions, we multiply the denominator to find our number of pieces in our holes. 4 times 4, which is 16, and then add our extra pieces, which is 2. 16 plus 2 is 18, and put it back over our same denominator of 4s. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3, which is 11, put it back over our same, and then we can subtract. 18 minus 11 is 7 over 4. We cannot leave it this way, and so we use our division strategy to figure out how to turn an improper fraction to a mixed number. 4 goes into 7 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtracting, you get 3. Your final answer, this is your whole number, this is your numerator, and your denominator stays the same. So this is your denominator. So it's 1 3/4. So we got the same answer both times. This shows us that Jaden bought 1 3/4 more, and this should say pounds, of candy than his sister. Now for your challenge. First, solve these word problems and bring them in on Monday so you can get a special treat. Second, create and solve your own word problem involving adding or subtracting mixed numbers. Bring it in for an extra special treat.